Hello and welcome to Goa 365's Face to Face. Now, we are on this episode. We are going to be talking about something that we've discussed, I think, 5 years back. That is the jumping of the Congress MLAs into the BJP and a disqualification petition filed thereafter. And with us today is somebody who is familiar with this sort of scenario. Former GPCC President Girish Chodankar. Girish Bab, welcome to our show. Now Girish Bab, do you get a sense of deja vu that this happened last time you filed a disqualification, then you all on this channel itself you said we are not going to take the defectors now again, and now again you are going to file a disqualification. Can you talk to us about the disqualification in the general?
First thing is that the disqualification that has happened in the last term and what has happened this time, these are completely two different things.
Okay.
So last time there was no oath. Okay. There was no public commitment before the elections.
Okay. Okay.
So this time we had taken all precautions. आमकां लोकांनी सांगलें की तुमी तेंचे कडल्यान एफिडेविट सायन करून घे, तांच्या देवा मुखार व्हरून सोपूत घे आनी पब्लीक कमिटमेंट कर. आमी सामको फूल प्रूफ लोकांनी सांगलें तें सगळ्यो गजाली केल्यो. लोकांनी आमकां सांगलें की यंग टिमी काडाक, न्यू फेसीस दियाक, आनी जे पयलीं जे हॅबिच्युअल डिफेक्टर्स आसात तांकां तिकेट दिनाका. सो मोरलेस आमी सगळे जे लोकांची सजेशन आशिल्ली सगळी आमी मान्य केली आनी त्या प्रमाणे आमी सगळे इम्प्लिमेंटूय केले. पूण आमकां खबर ना की अशे 8 जाण येदो व्हडले बदमाश जावपाक शकतात, गद्दार जावपाक शकतात, जे लोकां कडेन फटिंगपणां करता ते करतात, वोटरांक फटयतात, ते देवाकूय फटोवपाक शकतात. म्हणजे अशें नाशिल्लें की खंयच्या धर्माचे आमी तिनूय धर्माच्या एका केले. बांबोळीचो फामाद खुरीस जाका लोक खूब मानतात, महालक्ष्मीचे मंदिर, आनी दोनूय कडेन सोबूत घेवपाक लीड कोण घेता? दिगंबर कामत. आनी ते आसतनाय हे लोकांक फटयता ते फटयतात, देवांक फटोवन आयज गेल्ले आसात. आनीक लोकां भितर हें रुजलेलें ना. लोकांनी आमी एक्चुअली आमचे लोक चोरून व्हेले, फोडून व्हेले, पयशांनी व्हेले, सगळे तरेन व्हेले. आमकां लोक तरी पूण काँग्रेसीकूच ब्लेम करतात. जेणी चोरून व्हेले BJP, आज तेंची इमेज सामकीच काबार जाल्ली आसा. म्हणजे तेणी गरज नासतना एक कोणी म्हणटा डिफेक्शन लास्ट टायम आमी अंडरस्टँड जातालो एक वेगळो इश्यू आशिल्लो, पूण ह्या पावटी तर कांयच गरजूच नाशिल्ली कोणाक. म्हणजे आयज ओपोजिशन स्पेस दवरपाकूच सोदनात, ओपोजिशनाक स्ट्रेंथ दिवपाक सोदना. लोकांनी आमकां निवडून दिले, लोकांनी आमचेर विश्वास दवरलो, आनी तरी आसतना हे आमचे जे गद्दार 8 जाण गद्दार आसात त्या गद्दारांनी लोकां कडेन गद्दारी केली आनी देवा कडेन गद्दारी केली आनी पक्षा कडेन गद्दारी केली. म्हाका दिसना हांकां कदापि कोण माफ करतले अशें. हे शॉर्ट टर्म थोडे पावरांत आसात, पूण म्हाका दिसना की ज्या तरेन तेणी सोपूत घेतलेले आसा आनी सोपूत घेवन नेगार गेल्याक तांकां देवूय माफ करतलो, लोकूय माफ करतले आनी आमचो पक्षूय माफ करतलो अशें दिसना. आनी त्या पार्श्वभुमीचेर हें जें डिफेक्शन आशिल्लें तें चड खतरनाक आशिल्लें दीस टायम. हें ज्या तरेन लोकांनी लास्ट टायम जे डिफेक्टर्स गेल्ले 10 जाण, तितूंतल्या 7 जाणांक लोकांनी उडयले. हायकोर्टान डिस्क्वॉलिफिकेशन पिटिशन आशिल्लें तें अपेल्ड केलें. सो आमी सांगलेलें की आमकां लोकां कडल्यान न्याय मेळटलो आनी लोकांनी ताका न्याय दिलो आनी तांकां पनीश केलें. फक्त तितूंत 3 आमदार साल्वार जाले, बाकीचे सगळ्यांक डिफीट केले. हें खबर आसतना देवा कडेन सबूत घेतलेलो आसतना, म्हणजे तुमी इमॅजीन कर ह्या लोकांची लालसा कितली खर आसपाक शकता. म्हणजे थोड्यांक पावर जाय, थोड्यांक पयशे जाय आनी थोड्यांक अफाट पयस करपाची हें जाय. सो ह्या खातीर हेणी सगळें विकलें. आसलें नासलें आपल्याले इज्जत विकलेली आसा. आणि त्या पार्श्वभूमीचेर डिफिकल्ट
मोस्टली इज्जत बिकॉज इट इज नॉट दॅट द पीपल हे कोणे जम्प जाल्या तेंचे कडेन फायनान्शियल इश्यू आय डोंट थिंक कोणा कडेन आशिल्ले ऑफ ऑल दीज 8 पीपल मोस्टली इट वॉज इज्जत लुटली दॅट्स वॉट यू आर सेइंग नो
बिचेनी स्वता काबार करून घेतले न्ही म्हणजे आयज तेंगेले फॅमिलीक तुमी इमॅजिन करात आतां हे 8 जाणांक दिसले आसतले की आमी देवाक फटयले म्हणून आनी आमी फटयतात अशें सर्रास तांकां दिसलें थोडे मागीर जस्टिफिकेशन दितात कोणे देवान सांगलें जावं कोणानी हे कितें केलें हे स्वताक समाधान करून घेवपाचें पूण हेंच्या सगळ्याच्या परिवाराचेर आयज कसलो पेज आसतलो म्हणजे तेंची एक गिल्ट फिलींग फक्त ह्या जनरेशनाक न्ही मुखाली येता त्या जनरेशनाक सुद्दां तांकां लोक याद करून दितले की तुमच्या घरांतलो वडील अमको अमको हाणें देवाक फटयल्लो म्हणजे ते हेणी कांय पाप करनासतना तांकां अननेसेसरली हे लोकां कडल्यान आयकोचें पडटलें आनी तेंची मानसिकता एक सायकोलॉजिकली एक इफेक्ट जातलो की आमच्या घरांतल्या बापायन जावं कोणा आज्यान जावं कोणी कोणाचो घोव आसपाक शकता कोणाचो भाव आसपाक शकता सो हेणी देवाक फटयलो हो शाप लायफ टायम तेंचेर उरलो आनी तेंच्या परिवाराचेर उरलो आनी तितून भितर तांकां एक मेंटल स्ट्रेसूय आसतलें की देवा फटोवप म्हणजे कितें जावपाक शकता म्हणजे तो एक भंय दॅट फियर वील कंटिन्यू इन द मायंड सो दीस 8 गद्दार डिफेक्टर्स they have never thought of their families also, but they have not spared their families. In the process, they have sacrificed their families. You have sacrificed your supporters, party, everything, but you have sacrificed your families. That is the most painful, I feel.
ते बेसिकली तुम्ही स्पिरिच्युअल एंगलाचेर वयता नाव आय वॉन्ट टू मातशें शिफ्ट करूंक सोदता डिस्कशन डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन दीस टायम लिगल डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन तुमचे प्रेसिडेंट म्हणटा वील कोत्तले म्हणून सो is that going to happen or are you going to come back and file another disqualification? Some I think some Gaonkar has filed some disqualification. He, according to our sources, he is Digambar's man only, some councillor or so. So is that a way to circumvent the actual disqualification from the Congress party? Because Congress party, I'm saying I know you are part of the Congress party, but you are not part of this present किती म्हणतात ते
setup.
Yeah, setup for whatever better. But are they going to file or is it going to be left up to you again to file? Because last time as a CLP leader, Digambar did not file. You filed. What is I am very, very curious, and not if I am curious, means obviously the half of Goa must be very curious about this.
No, there is nothing that like Girish Chodankar and Amit Patkar or Yuri Alema. We are one family.
No, I'm not saying you're not one, but what I'm saying, who's going to take the lead?
Yeah, I'm coming to that point. So one thing is that this my petition that I filed, there are several technical reasons for that.
Okay.
I know our MLA and former AG Kallus Bab is working on that, and
you already filed the petition?
I've already filed a disqualification petition.
With this president.
Yeah.
You've already filed. You have filed, Girish Chodankar.
Yeah.
I see, again.
Yeah. So my filing of the disqualification, there are several technical reasons.
Okay.
Which are at Delhi level, Supreme Court level, and all that. There's a legal angle to
Maharashtra also, te yopache asa no?
Yeah.
That also angle is there.
So Advocate Carlos is working on that, and he is also having a different angle to this disqualification.
Okay.
There are different grounds, unique grounds that he is going to come with. As I told you, my disqualification petition is a technically is very important for me because my 2 matters are pending before the Supreme Court.
That is the previous year, 2017.
Yes. So one petition which was supposed to be heard, which because of the want of time, it has been scheduled on 6th of January, 6th of December. That is subsequent to the Speaker's decision. The Speaker has given them a clean sheet saying that this valid merger is valid.
Last time 2017 ते
2017,
10 जणांचे.
which I subsequently challenged before the High Court. So High Court also upheld the decision of the Speaker. But the law is so clear, the 10th schedule is so clear, which says that for any merger, a political party has to take a decision, and once the political party takes a decision, at least 2/3 of the MLAs must support that merger.
But 2/3 म्हणजे central total.
Any legislature, it's a MP in case of national, it is a local, it is MLAs. So the law has balanced the organization and the legislative wing.
Okay.
Means they have not given the absolute powers to anybody.
Okay.
So when the law is so clear, and when the law says that it is anti-defection law, this law is not called defection law. So if it was a defection law, that law would have encouraged the defections or facilitated the defections.
Okay.
But the law was basically brought to prevent the defections again and again.
Try to prevent.
And it was given a formal setup because we believe in democracy. In democracy, decision is important.
I'm saying try to.
So there could be a merger for a valid reasons.
Okay.
And for that purpose, if any party wants to merge, a political party has to take a decision, like how Save Goa party was merged into Congress. So at that time, Save Goa party passed a resolution, which was subsequently supported by both its MLAs, that is Churchill Alemao and Alex Reginald. So that is the correct law as per the 10th schedule. Now BJP has tried to use their power to manipulate this law, and they are using the deemed fiction. There is a deemed fiction. They assume that it's a merger. That one moment the 2/3 decide, it is assumed that it is merger. So they are taking the advantage of the deemed fiction. But the law is very clear if you read it. If you read it from legal angle, if you read it from the English angle, because it's in the English, the terminology is in English. So even as a English expert, if somebody reads it, it's pretty clear that the political party has to take a decision and the 2/3 has to support that merger. Then now who does the merger? The merger can happen only with the Election Commission of India. The Speaker has no power to do the merger.
Okay.
I checked with the Election Commission of India. This merger has not happened with the Election Commission.
According to the Election Commission.
Yes. That means where this merger has happened?
Assembly.
Speaker has no power. I challenge Speaker of Goa, let him say that he has power of merger. आमच्या स्पिकरान सांगचें की आपल्याक मर्जराचे पावर आसा. सो म्हाका जे थोडेंच लिगल ज्ञान आसा त्या नॉलेजी प्रमाणे मर्जराचो पावर हो इलेक्शन कमिशन ऑफ इंडियाक आसा आनी तो पावर कॉन्स्टिट्युशनान कोणाकूच दिल्लो ना. म्हणजे हे जे आमचे 8 आमदार गेले आनी तेणी एज्यूम केले स्पिकरान की ते मर्जर तेणी केली म्हणून. ती मर्जर कोणी केली आणि मर्जर खंय जाली? सो somebody has to do the merger. Now even when the two companies merge,
there is an authority.
There is an authority to do that merger.
Yeah, no, sorry to interrupt you, but we need to go into a small break and small commercial break, and we will be back after this short break. Keep watching. Welcome back. Now, Girish Babu, तुम्ही कितें म्हणटाले that there is no authority to ratify this merger. That is a new point. आणि last time तुम्ही ते disqualification गेल्ले ते हो point येवंकूच ना. Who येवंक ना? It was that party, legislative party, Congress party, the organization party. But आता तुम्ही म्हणता ते आता ते authority of speaker to merger is not election commission, which has got logic. कित्याक की election commission recognizes, derecognizes parties. So merger also logical. So explain to us, because I think this is a very interesting topic.
Yeah.
That
see, whenever there are mergers between the political parties, when one political party merges with another political party, the merger is always executed by the Election Commission of India. And when the merger happens, there are bound to be dissidents.
of course.
And there may be several who may oppose it. Now, for example, when the Save Goa was merged, the Dominic Gaonkar faction opposed it and complained to the Election Commission of India about their merger. Where is such process in this merger? If somebody is not accepting that merger, where they has to complain? The speaker has no authority. So ultimate authority for the merger is Election Commission of India. And Election Commission of Indian Dominic Gaonkaraच्या फॅक्शनाक hearing दिले.
Dominic Gaonkar from Kurturi.
Yeah, who was the part of Save Goa, and they were claiming that the valid merger is not valid. So where was the merger actually? The merger was with the Election Commission of India. Okay, and they follow the due process of law. So they means everyone is, if every member is given chance to speak or to object. And after hearing everyone, if they feel that the merger has happened as per the law, fine, the general body of the party takes the resolution, and that resolution is supported by the 2/3 of MLAs. So then the merger is valid.
Now, resolution, the party has not taken any resolution.
Goa Pradesh Congress Committee has not taken any resolution, and Goa Pradesh Congress Committee now in Goa now under the leadership of Amit Patkar, it continues.
Yes.
Okay. Our Speaker of Goa Legislative Assembly has recognized our MLA Yuri Alemao as the CLP leader.
Okay.
So that means you are recognizing the party.
That's a good point.
And you are saying the party is merger. But who has done the merger? My question to the speaker is, who has done the merger? And let the speaker produce any document which shows that he has power of merger, or he should show us who has done the merger. They themselves cannot merge.
It has to be party.
No, they themselves cannot merge. Somebody has to do that merger. There is nowhere in the world I ever heard that you yourself decide and you go and do the merger.
Wait, Girish Babu, I want to ask you one thing, clarify to me. Merger म्हणजे किती? That means one party merges into another, correct?
Yes.
Or one party splits and then it becomes two parties, like amoeba, like half.
Yeah.
Kire, what does merger mean?
See the 10th schedule when it was enacted in the constitution, that time there was two options. One is the merger and another was the split. Then you can split and you can remain as a separate body, separate group. Okay. So subsequently there was amendments to the law, and as per these amendments, the split was deleted from the 10th schedule.
I see. So there is no split.
There is nothing called split now.
Okay.
So it's only a merger. That means a party merges
with another,
and those MLAs who don't agree for that merger, or those office bearers who don't agree for the merger, they can remain and they can continue as that political party. But here that has not happened. Here only a legislative wing goes and claims before the speaker that we have merged just by taking. Now who has nominated them? Enka 8 जाणांक ticket कोणी दिले election contest करपाक? Symbol कोणी दिल्लो? Congress party. Manifesto कोणाचो आशिल्लो? Congress partyचो. खंयची सिंबलाचेर ते elect जाल्याक? Hand symbol. Suddenly speaker is changing that symbol. हातीचो सिंबल काडटा आनी त्या सगळ्या 8 आमदारांक लोटसाचो सिंबल दाखयता, म्हणजे कमळ दाखयता. स्पीकराक कोणी पावर दिले?
So basically, if they want to do that, they have to resign and stand for election.
So either they resign and go, or they have to go to the election commission.
Okay.
If the merger they want to do,
Okay.
the merger happens only with the election commission of India. Merger cannot happen in the chamber of speaker.
Okay.
Speaker has no authority to the merger, and speaker's position comes only when there is a members are to be disqualified. So 10th schedule gives the immunity to the MLAs. If any MLAs, either he is in the favor of merger or he wants to maintain his independence, so that time if somebody is filing a disqualification petition against them, for their purpose, that immunity is given to them before the speaker.
Okay.
Otherwise, speaker has no role to play as far as the merger of political party is concerned. And now if you see the order of the speaker, speaker says that I have not merged. There is one more order of the last merger where speaker says I have merged. Then he realizes that he does not have the power. And then subsequently when the Congress merged, they said that this merger is recognized. Now where is the merger? You have to show where the merger has happened. So prima facie this entire merger business is completely illegal, and that is what I am pleading before the Supreme Court.
But High Court has allowed it, so legal sanctity they have got, no?
Yes, that's why I am challenged that High Court order before the before the Supreme Court. Now, my point is only the clarity of law. Now law has to make it clear, the Supreme Court has to make it clear whether elected MLAs themselves can merge a political party into another political party without the approval of the political party. So if Supreme Court says that this is the law, fine, I'll respect it. If Supreme Court says that merger cannot happen without the permission of the political party, then the matter is resolved and all stands disqualified, and people will get the justice.
Disqualified means last term also सगळे disqualified जाऊन सुटले.
No, but now since that term is already completed,
Over. Doesn't matter.
But that's why my matter was pending for the academic decision, for the clarity of law, because we argued before the Supreme Court, our lawyer P. Chidambaram ji, saying that there are so many cases and there is confusion. So now it's a high time that Supreme Court comes out clearly and make it clear about the 10th schedule. It's a very high time after so many years. The intention, the purpose of the 10th schedule was to prevent defections. But if you see this, now it looks like it is not anti-defection law, it is law for defection. So from that angle, my petition is filed before the speaker, so that I can enlighten the Supreme Court that the same thing has repeated now, and that the Supreme Court has to make it clear.
What do you think? What do you think?
I'm pretty confident because the interpretation of the law is very clear. The interpretation of law is very clear that only political party can decide on the merger, which has to be backed by at least 2/3 of the MLAs. This is the law.
Last time what happened? The petition was filed. Full time, almost 5 years was taken before the order. You think this will happen? I'm just saying. What do you feel?
No, last time we had only 2.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, and the speaker took 20 months.
That's like almost.
Speaker to so because of that I had to go to Supreme Court first time
to speed it up,
to give the directives to the speaker to speed up. Speaker was giving a silly excuse of the COVID. They were doing everything, but they didn't get the time for this hearing. But fortunately or unfortunately, the present speaker is very clear, and he's on record saying that the merger that has happened is as per law, and it fulfills the norms of the Constitution. It fulfills the Constitution. No, in a privately he has not said it, but this speaker has privately admitted in outside his jurisdiction when he was speaking to media This speaker has made it very clear that is this merger is fulfills the constitutional norms. That means in the minds of a speaker, this merger is valid. That means before filing the disqualification petition, the speaker has already made up his mind. So actually it is very important for the people of Goa, for those MLAs, for us, everything. Now speaker has to just expedite. I think he can pass the order whichever way he wants.
Because he's already decided.
It's already decided.
Okay.
He's decided. He's decided that this merger is valid. म्हणजे merger जालते हैं सारखे आसा म्हणून स्पीकरान स्टेटमेंट दिल्लो आसा. So that means there is no iota of doubt in the mind of speaker that they stands disqualified. Now speaker has to only give this order. Now two petitions are before him.
Two petitions.
One is mine and one other filed by Mr. Dominic. He's also a congressman. So speaker has to immediately give the hearing. I don't mind if speaker gives the order against my petition. I'll be more than happy even if he gives, but he must deliver the order within the time limit set by the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court's outer limit for speakers is that within 3 months they have to.
Last time 3 months they didn't.
Yeah, but they gave the excuse of COVID and all that thing.
Okay.
Now COVID is not there, the thing is there, and speaker is very clear. Speaker and sarke study kela already. Because speaker himself has done everything.
Merger, yes.
So how speaker can say that what he has done is wrong?
Okay.
Speaker cannot say what he has done is wrong. So moment he gives the order in my favor, that means speaker will admit that what he has done is wrong. So now speaker is compelled to give the order in his favor, in the favor of
so you are quite sure that will happen?
No, whatever way I want the order.
But you are quite sure that they will uphold his own.
No, see, it is his own order.
Uphold his own order.
Entire process he only carried out.
Correct.
The merger order also he has given that it is a merger, and he has recognized that merger. He has made a statement to the public that merger is valid and it fulfills the constitutional norms. That means there is no doubt in the mind of speaker that they can be disqualified. So fine, speaker should immediately give that order, and he should not cheat people of Goa and the trust that has reposed in him, and he has a constitutional obligation. So I am happy that speaker has already made up his mind about this disqualification petition, but just waiting for his order. So I think looking at being a teacher, he understands also a law, unlike the earlier speaker who was taking the orders from others. So I think as a speaker and as a being from educational field, he will have some morality and ethics, and he will definitely pass this order.
You don't seem very confident about that, Girish. Anyway, yeah, thanks. We have like almost run out of time, and this is a different angle of the merger. So let's see what happens. Hopefully 3 months. I don't know. We'll have to see. History doesn't say that things happen so fast here.
No, but I'm confident these 8 MLAs will have to go home.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Because now they don't have they have full 5 years. So we have
5 years.
5 years time. So it's almost 6 months, 7 months are gone.
Yeah.
But we are pretty sure that Supreme Court will make a justice and give the clarity.
Thanks. This was Girish Chodankar. Last time he had filed the disqualification petition. This time too he has filed it. So let's see, Girish. Time will tell. You will be there, I will be there. We are not going anywhere. Thank you, Girish, and let's see what happens. Thank you, and keep watching Goa 365.